Hi, everyone. Thanks again for joining us for another episode of the Daily BizLink. Kathleen Gramzay is back, and today we're talking about the restorative qualities of peace. So, Kathleen, thanks for being here.
My pleasure. We know that at this time of year, peace on earth is certainly an aspiration for humanity, and all the spiritual traditions speak about it. But we don't really necessarily think about that in terms of our own peace and our resilience, and how who we're being and how we're feeling actually impacts peace in our own space, as well as how we relate to others. And then there is that ripple effect. So today, I just want to talk about a couple things, the benefits of creating more peace in your own personal world, and then simple things you can do to create more peace. So the first is that when we feel peaceful, of course, we're not feeling so stressed, right? So peace has a beautiful effect on reducing stress. It helps us to reduce the feeling of chaos. So that energy of just frenetic pace that also goes a lot of times with the holidays, and at this year end, everybody's feeling very frenetic and chaotic. When we can calm ourselves and take deep breaths and do some simple things, we can actually help to actually sense there's also this underlying sensation of peace that goes along with all of these beautiful aspirations that we have for the holidays. So it helps again. So then it improves our sleep, right? When we're in more of a peaceful mode, whether that's mental, physical, or emotional. It helps improve our sleep, it helps improve our health, and it increases our happiness, right? It's like the gratitude of just those very simple things. When we take a moment, you can, if you want to say, I'm just going to take a little peace moment, right? We can just be thinking about what we're grateful for, and even something so simple as silence, right? When we have a moment of silence. So the other thing is that, of course, when we're more peaceful, our impact in terms of neurologically on others is influencing people. So when we're chaotic, we're bringing that to other people. When we're peaceful, we're bringing that. So that impacts our personal life. It impacts our work life with those we work with. So those are the kinds of things that having more peace or creating more peace within ourselves as a decision can really help to increase your resilience and then the resilience in others. So here's 5 simple things you can do to create more peace in your personal world. Number 1 is, remember, always stop the stuff that's causing the trouble. So take a break, take frequent breaks, actually, periodic breaks from news and social media and just all the noise and chatter. Turn off, sometimes just sit in silence, turn off whatever's going on in terms of volume of sound elsewhere, whether take a moment while you're driving in your car, don't listen to anything, don't be on your phone, just literally sit in the silence of that peace. Second is huge, which is to meditate. Lots of studies are showing, lots of apps, lots of options in terms of how to learn to meditate. Meditation is probably the biggest thing that in my experience and my studies, that anyone can do to truly start to change who they're being and create more of that long-term sense of peace. So it increases, it affects the brain, it affects your body, it affects your relationships in positive ways. Like I said, lots of studies, and we've talked about that before. Nature is the third, right? Spending time in nature. Again, just go stand outside and just listen to the birds, look at the trees, just give yourself that moment to feel the peace that is already around you. And the last 2 have to do with others and relationships. So one of the things is trying to stop the friction or dissolve friction where we have it. So a very simple thing, and it's a good time of year to reflect, is if you know you've treated someone poorly, take the opportunity to just say you're sorry and ask for forgiveness. That simple act alone can create so much peace in yourself first, and then in the relationship. And the last one is, with all of the myriad of different belief systems that are going on that seem to be very differentiated between perspectives, and there's a lot of undercurrent around that, I invite you to think of someone that you believe you have fundamental differences with or you disagree with, and think of 3 positive common traits that you share with that person. So those are some ways that you can create some more peace in your own world right now.
Awesome. I think all of those are really great ideas. So Kathleen, for our listeners out there, do you have a specific challenge for them this week?
Yes, pick one of those of each. One thing you're going to do for yourself to create more peace in yourself, and one thing you're going to do to create more peace with you and someone else, especially if there's someone in your personal world or your, whether it's your business, personal, close, someone close, that you can increase the peace between you. That's what I invite you to do for this week's challenge.
Great. Well, Kathleen, you've offered everyone some great ideas as far as how we can make this holiday season a little bit more peaceful. But as we look to wrap up today's conversation, is there anything else you want to leave our audience with?
Happy holidays and many blessings to everyone.
Thanks so much, Kathleen.